Sounds great, Doctor.
Welcome, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to our X39 patching podcast, story, testimonial, Zoom, all of the above. We're excited you guys decided to join us this evening. If you're a guest, thank you for being here. We appreciate you coming to listen about X39, stem cell activation technology, what it is, how it works, and how it can help you. We have two incredible testimonials this evening that are going to share with you what they have experienced thus far in their patching journey. But before we get started, I would like to share with you a disclaimer. We are not your doctors. If you have questions about your health, please check with your healthcare practitioner or your doctor. The information we will be sharing tonight is for informational purposes only. We are not intending to treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose any disease or syndrome or condition that's going on with you. This is just for information. So thank you all for being here. And I'm going to get started right away by bringing Maya on. Maya, if you can unmute, please.
Hi, everyone.
Wonderful. Welcome, Maya. Thank you so much. So, Maya, if you could start by sharing with us, how long have you been patching? Who introduced you to the patch? And what was going on with you before, so we can kind of get an understanding what you were experiencing? And then, what's happened since you've been patching?
Okay, thank you. So I have been using the patches for almost a year now. I started at the end of January last year. And what was going on for me was I had gone through menopause. I'm 55, and I was starting to notice, the face sagging, puffiness under the eyes. And I've never done Botox or anything like that. So I was looking for things to help me stay younger looking, feeling younger looking. And I was also noticing a lot of inflammation, just the things that happen after menopause. And so my friend Lori Kagan, she told me about the patches, and I thought, okay, I'm going to try them and I'm going to see how they work. And I was a little skeptical. I was like, I don't know what's in these things. I don't know, I wasn't really sure. But on day 3, I put the patch on my right thumb. I have some arthritis here. And in just a few minutes, the pain was gone and the motion was really fluid. And I was like, what is going on here? Like, I know it's non-transdermal, non-invasive. And I'm like, what is going on that is like a miracle all of a sudden?
Mm-hmm.
And then I noticed my energy was better. I was walking around singing in the store. I'm like, what is going on? Like, something's going on here. So I've just noticed over time things like my hair grew all the way down to the bottom of my waist.
Oh, wow.
My hair has never been that long in my life. My nails were growing like crazy. My skin looks better. The turkey neck here, that started going away. The puffiness under my eyes started going away. But my big testimonial is in November of last year, I fell off of a treadmill. I was in a fitness class and I fell as I was getting off. I don't even know what happened. It happened so quick. I lost my balance and I fell into, there were row machines directly behind me. And I broke, you can see my arm still in a brace right now. I broke my elbow, and it was a freak accident where part of my elbow actually completely broke off. And so I had to have surgery the day before Thanksgiving, and I have 3 screws in there. And I think you guys have pictures of my injury, but they wanted to give me a nerve block with a pump, and I didn't want to do it. So they just gave me a shot in my shoulder, and I ended up taking, I don't see my picture there, so, but I
think she's trying to screen share.
I'm going to try one more time. So sorry,
One more time,
I
yes.
had a little tech problem. So give me 1 second to screen share. Keep talking. That would be great. I'll screen share in just a moment. Thank you so much.
So I tend to not want to take any pharmaceuticals or pain meds. I try, I know people that have gotten addicted to pain meds. I'm very careful about it, but they did warn me prior to the surgery that it was going to be a very, very painful surgery, especially, when I get out. And so I opted not to do the nerve block, except for they gave me one 24-hour injection in my shoulder for the block. And I was only on pain meds for about 4 or 5 days, and only on very minimal, because I used Ice Wave along with it. And I found that that was really helping, because I didn't, I just wanted to stay away from it. So you see the top picture up there, that is 2 weeks after my surgery. And it was still, the skin was still trying to come together. And then a week after, it was, already doing quite a bit better. And now this bottom one, I just took this a few days ago. I am so impressed with the healing, because I tend to keloid. My body tends to create, thick scars when I have an injury, and there's no keloiding. And it's really, I'm so impressed. And I had my occupational therapy appointment yesterday, and the occupational therapy, she's been doing this work for years. She's never seen anyone improve so quickly. My range of motion is excellent. The stiffness is so much better. I almost have full range of motion, and my scar is incredible. I'm so pleased with.
I have a question, doctor, if I can ask. Look at the patches on her. It looks like she has 1, 2, 3. I was just wondering what patches those are.
So I trade up a little bit, but those ones are, I have X39, X49, and Aeon. Sometimes I put Carnosine on, and sometimes I'll put a Glutathione on. So I kind of switch them up a little bit.
I'm just glad you had the patches, because whoever did your surgery did not do a good job on that incision at all.
Well, I'm just, yeah,
Wow.
I'm
Your arm looks great now.
It looks great. It looks great. Yeah, I'm amazed. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and the pain. I mean, I'm amazed at how much pain relief I had. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. So I didn't even realize, about a month after my fall, I also had a back injury, but the acute pain was the arm, so I wasn't paying attention to the back. And I had 4 nights where I couldn't sleep. I was trying pillows between my legs, raising my legs. And I went that morning to the doctor, and the doctor prescribed chiropractic and acupuncture. And then my friend said, "Did you try Carnosine with Ice Wave?" And I said, "No." I tried it that night. The pain immediately went away. I did it for a few nights. It's never come back. And I couldn't sleep for 4 nights before that. So I'm just amazed. Yeah.
Wow. Marce, they're asking if you can show the picture one more time.
Oh, I would love to show that picture. Here it
So
is.
you rotated the patches on your elbow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
sometimes X39, X49, Aeon, sometimes Carnosine and Glutathione.
Yes.
So what did you do consistently every single day?
Every day I'm doing X39, X49, Aeon. Yeah, those 3 for sure every day. But I've also done Ice Wave, Glutathione, and the Carnosine.
Wow.
All I can say, Stacy, is look at 12/7. I mean, look at, it's just like oozing. And even 12/14, it's starting to dry up, but within, I mean, what is it? Not even 3 weeks? Like it's you wouldn't even know that the injury was as bad as it was. Like, it's kind of amazing.
Yeah. And the fact that, like you said, you normally keloid. So if you didn't have the patches, that would have been really nasty looking.
It would have been a bad scar for sure.
Oh, yeah. Because you can tell when you have that area there that's still open quite a bit in the middle, like where your arm bends, where the elbow is, that part there would have been, you can tell that wasn't even completely sewed up.
Yeah, that part was hard with the bending.
Keloid means where it gets thick, where the tissue clumps together thick. And so then there's, it's not smooth. Like a scar should have a straight, smooth line. There should be no bumps in it. So keloids are bumps where there is clumps of tissue together, and it causes a lot of restrictions. And sometimes they're in the body and you don't see them, but you can feel them under the skin. And then sometimes you do see them on the outside. So if you have scars that do that, you know it, because it's going to restrict the fascia. It's going to restrict the body's ability to be able to have movement and mobility. So that's huge, Maya. That's really important.
You know what's interesting, Dr. Stacy, is David Schmidt, of course, the owner, inventor, and CEO of this company, always talks about how X39, which elevates GHK copper peptide that activates your stem cells for regeneration and repair. But one thing it does really good is wound healing. And he talks about it, but it's one thing for him to talk about it. It's another thing to watch what he talks about, like right in front of us, right?
Yeah. Well, we can see kind of really when we look at, doctors and surgeons that we work with, they can see about a 40% reduction in the body's time to heal itself
That's
versus
amazing.
not patching.
40% reduction.
That's what I'm being told by the physicians that I work with that are doing things that cause, they're cutting on the body. Yeah.
Well, I mean, what they're saying and what we see in the picture seems to go together.
I would agree.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Maya, I interrupted you. Did you have
Oh, no,
something
all
you
good.
wanted
No,
to say?
no, I'm just very grateful that I have this technology that to help me in so many different ways, especially with what I just went through. And my recovery has been so much quicker because of it, and I'm just so grateful. So just very happy with it.
Yeah. So excited. And you don't have back pain, correct?
No, it hasn't come back. Yeah, that was amazing too, because that was miserable for several nights, and I'm fine. I'm good.
Wow.
Yeah,
And tell me again, what was how long ago did you start patching?
I started last year. So I think I got my first order at the beginning of February or end of January.
Okay, that's what I thought you said January. So you've been patching a year. So and did you say you were 55?
I'm 55. Yes.
There's no way.
Yeah.
That's what everyone's saying. There's no way. And I'm like, wait, I don't think she said 55.
55.
Did she say that she's been on the patches for a year or longer?
A year?
Mhm.
But she's also saying she's 55 and we don't believe her. We need to see her birth
Well,
certificate.
here's the thing that I think is interesting, doctor, and you tell
You
me.
look incredible.
I have a before picture too, and you can see that my face was more saggy and I had more puffiness under my eyes. Yeah.
Wow. Well, you look amazing. Yeah. Wow. I mean, I'm there's no way you're a day over 30.
Thank you.
No way.
Well, it's interesting, doctor, how, David says 1 month for every decade you are old, and in 12 months, the change will be noticeable to you both inside and out. And when you see Maya, once again, it's like an example of what he talks about.
Wow.
Amazing.
I'm just blown away, but thank you, Maya. I'm so happy for you. I'm
you.
so excited for you in all areas, all things, because I've seen people fall off the tread and hit that rower before. And
Yeah.
it's a scary thing when it happens. And it does. It happens just like that. It's a split second and they're like, whoa, the whole gym stops. So I'm so happy that you are recovering so quickly from that and doing so well. So thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate you. And we'll definitely have I don't know, Marsh, she may look like she's 10 though, girl. You may look like you're 10 next time we bring you on here and interview you, but we definitely want to have you back. We want to see that final, give us like 3 months when all that collagen really is amped up in there after, you've been patching since that. Let's see what happens. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
We'll have you back. Thanks, Maya. All right, Marci, let's get you up here, girl.
Yeah, I'm here. We really want to know what's going on. Why is Maya wound healing? Why does she look like she's 35 but 55? Like, why did her hair go all the way down to the back of her, back? Like, what really has been happening to this woman? And she found X39, our stem cell activation patch. And here is a sleeve. It's a 30-day supply. And I'll just explain what this is. If you look inside, you will see that this is a patented wearable light technology. And it's sticky. It actually sticks on you. And inside is organic crystal, and it's made out of some amino acids, some sugar, some salt, some water, some oxygen, and it forms a perfect lattice. And what does that lattice do? Well, it's a reflector of light. And whose light? Well, your light, because we radiate a low-grade infrared light off of our body. And when you put this patch on, just like that, it reflects back a light wave back into your body to do things in your body. David Schmidt calls it photobiomodulation, light making change in your body. And what it does is it elevates a very important peptide called GHK copper peptide. That in turn activates your stem cells to start repairing and regenerating you again, like when you were younger. So David always talks about this, and you might want to write this down. He says we elevate, activate, and regenerate with stem cell activation. And that really makes it pretty clear for me. So what it really does is it literally activates your stem cells to start working like they're young again. And why is that important? Well, you've heard Dr. Stacy educate us many times that at age 30, you lose half your stem cell activity. And by age 60, you lose almost all of your stem cell activity. Your stem cells aren't dead, they're just dormant and old. So what this patch does is the GHK actually tells the stem cells to start marching again and to start acting young again. And the reason this is important is that stem cells are the only cells in your body that are changeable. No other cell in your body can change, only stem cells. And they can change into whatever cell your body needs for repair. And that's what happened when you were young. When you were born, actually what created you were stem cells. The little baby's head, the heart, the connective tissue, the collagen, everything baby is stem cell. That baby gets born, and those stem cells, well, they downregulate. They can't make another head, for example, but what they do is they repair and regenerate that baby. And a baby, 10-year-old, even a 20-year-old, no real critical issues, right? Skin soft, no wrinkles. Your 10-year-old who has the cold maybe lasts a day. When you're 30, it's going to last 4 days. When you're 60, it's going to last 2 weeks. And when you're 70, it's going to last a month, right? It's because your stem cells, when you're young, are repairing you. So what happens when you wear this patch? Right. You start creating stem cells like you did when you were young, and they start repairing. In fact, the critical army starts moving. The army of stem cells now start moving like when you were young, and they will go to your most critical issue first. And then the army is going to go to your next thing and your next thing. So for Maya, that army was repairing. It was bringing her energy. It started growing her hair. It started rebuilding her collagen. It went to her elbow for wound healing, and then it actually marched to her lower back. That's a lot of activity that those stem cells are fixing. And that's how the X39 stem cell activation patch works to help the body repair and regenerate. So how do you wear it? Well, there's only one rule: 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. Let me say that one more time: 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. You wear it right below the back of the neck or under the belly button, but really any spot will do, as your whole body's light. The only rule: 12 on and 12 off. And this is because this product is light-based, it's signal-based. And if you wear it 24 hours over and over and over again, your body gets used to the signal and it doesn't work so well. But I'm going to right now direct you to a website so you can research it at a later date. Write this down if you're new: startx39now.com. Let me say it again: startx39now.com. And I'm going to direct you right now to a couple places on this site for you to do that homework. And I'm going to share screen that right now for you. So once again, this product is a patented wearable light technology. It activates stem cells, and it activates your own stem cells with light to look and feel young again. You can see we have 2 patents. We have a patent on light, and we have a patent on X39 stem cell activation. Also, you're going to want to understand more how light works. Just click this video. It's a 2-minute video, and it explains how light actually works in your body. Also, you're going to want to go and watch the 3-minute video. This video explains how X39 actually activates stem cells in your body, and this will remind you to elevate, activate, and regenerate. And you can read this again. This is what I talked about, but it's right here for your review. You also may want to click the tab and just learn more about what is GHK copper peptide and what else does it help with. And then, of course, you're going to be, what was that story of stem cells she talked about? Well, you click the tab here and you can refresh your memory on that. Also, you may want to look at a couple pictures. Oh my gosh, that was me with fast-growing cells in 2019, a lot of steroids. A year later, regeneration begins to happen. Here's another wound healing example. This little boy's finger got cut off. It died, it grew back in 30 days. Stem cell regeneration. And of course, sometimes the regeneration takes more time. This is an example of nerve pain. Do you see how it was completely crunched? That is upper body nerve pain from the C7. This took a year and a half. It took time for the stem cells to get to the repair. But look what happened. It opened up the entire nerve flow. Lastly, great for men too. Look at, he's bald and gray. His hair turns dark again. And look at his eyebrows. You see how it was gray and now it's dark? So go and look at some of the pictures. And lastly, you may want to deep dive even further and listen to David Schmidt, our owner, inventor, and CEO, and he is going to explain exactly how X39 works and how it works and the issues it helps with. You can even go and read the patent. Look at this. X39 activates stem cells. It does that by increasing GHK copper peptide using a non-transdermal apparatus. That's right. Non-transdermal, nothing goes into the skin. And it elevates GHK copper peptide, which activates your stem cells. I know if you're a doctor on the call, you're going to want to know that we have a patent. And you're going to want to read the full 20 pages, which takes about a minute to download, but it is right there. You also may be interested to know that David in 2008 started working with the University of Ireland to figure out how to enhance stem cell function in both animals and humans. In fact, he has 70 global patents on stem cell activation. So the man does know what he's doing. And lastly, I just want to, well, and this reminds you how to wear it. And then I want to tell you what to expect. When you put on an X39 stem cell activation patch, you can expect to reset 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. In 4 weeks, you can expect that that new stem cell army is activated and attracted first to your most critical issues that need repair and regeneration, which you may not feel, such as an internal organ or a tissue, helping and then going to something that you may feel. In 6 weeks, you're going to balance your brain. And you can click right here and actually look at the study. In 3 months, you're going to build collagen. And within 6 months, you're going to repair your heart. And you can look at the study to see this. And lastly, you can be just like Maya, because within 12 months, stem cell regeneration is noticeable. You look and feel younger inside and out. And this is a little further down, but I actually, and I know Dr. Stacy shares this with all her practitioners. This is David actually talking about the research to practitioners. If you want deep science, if you're a deep science person, do not miss this video. Lastly, you're going to go up one and you're going to go look at the all products flyer, because you heard Maya talk about more than X39. So this is your guide. Print it out, have a cup of coffee, glass of tea in the morning, and read it. She liked X39 to activate her stem cells. She talked about Aeon to reduce inflammation. She talked about X49 because she wanted to grow her bones again, I believe, since she broke it. She talked about IceWave because she wanted to take care of the pain. IceWave charges out the pain. And she talked about glutathione because she needed to detoxify herself as she is repairing. So just some great information. And once again, you can do your own research at startx39now.com. Dr. Stacy, could you come back and just tell people how they can get with the person that brought them there and how they can go ahead and get that for themselves?
Absolutely. Thank you, Marci. Thank you for going over the science and tech tonight. You did an excellent job as always. I mean, 4.5 years into talking about this, girl, you are living proof,
Well,
living proof
doctor,
that these patches are the real deal.
and honestly, it's wonderful when you have a doctor like Dr. Stacy who trains us every Tuesday. So we do learn a lot. And if it wasn't for your training, we would not know what we know. So right back at you.
Well, thank you.
Bruce.
So if you're a guest this evening, please get with the person that invited you. They can answer any specific questions that you might have about yourself, or maybe even guide you to a specific testimonial to share with you on something that's you're dealing with as well too. But they're going to help you get set up with the pack that works best for you. So for pricing, of course, you can buy retail. We always have that option. No one picks that, but it is $150 for a month supply of X39 or $80 for a month supply of one of our supportive patches. Obviously, you heard Maya say she uses several different ones. So gosh, that can kind of add up and be a little costly, but you have the ability to purchase at wholesale. And we have 4 different wholesale packs, and those packs give you the ability to mix and match whichever patches work best for you, and maybe for your family as well too. I'm sure you have family members that you would love to be able to have them on this technology as well. And so we personally love our silver pack. It's enough for you to get a month supply of the X39, a month supply of the Aeon. You could get the Carnosine, the Glutathione, the Ice Wave, just like Maya said. Or if you want to just get 3 X39s, you can in that silver pack. Either way, no matter how you mix and match it, it's only $2.99. And so that means it's a price of a cup of coffee a day. Actually, less than a cup of coffee. I just spent $7.50 for a half a cup of Cuban coffee yesterday. I thought I was getting a full one, and nope, I got barely half that $7 and something coffee. I was like, wow, this is not even worth it. So your patches are nowhere near going to cost you that. And honestly, if you can look at, what happened to Maya's arm, and obviously you saw Marci's pictures, though that cost is very minimal. It's actually priceless, depending on the alternative of not having it. And we all know people that don't have the patches yet. So share that with them. Get them and say, hey, you know what? Friday, we've got a patching podcast that's at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Jump on here, listen to this, or share this recording with them tonight. If you are in Team Evolve, you will be able to pull this recording this evening and share that with anyone that you want, and they can hear directly from Marci and myself and from Maya or many of the others. Gosh, we have 4,000 or so recorded testimonials in that channel. So thank you all for being here this evening. Get back with that person that invited you, and we look forward to seeing you on another patching podcast again soon. But Marci, before we go, I do want to put a link in the chat. We are so blessed to have David Schmidt coming to Orlando, Florida with all of anyone and everyone that's going to fit in that event center. We can fit 1,000 people in there. And so for the 1,000 of us that are going to be there, we are excited you will join us in Orlando, Florida next month, February 24th. For a full 3-hour event with David only in that morning time, speaking to you, sharing the science and tech, sharing you the vision, the future of LifeWave, as well as a Q&A. Now, I will let you know that we have less than 300 tickets left. That venue will sell out, and we will not have seating beyond that. Unfortunately, it only holds 1,000, and we have less than 300 tickets left. So if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, please grab your ticket from the link, or Marci is sharing with you the Start 333 Biz site. It's right there on the front. You can see the agenda, hotels that are nearby, all kinds of amazing information on there. So thank you all for being here.
Can I just tell them, if you want, take your camera right now and take a picture right here. If you can't get the link on chat, just take a picture now. And right there, you can just go to the registration link, type it in. All right, great. Perfect. Thank you, doctor.